Hello dear students, you must be thinking about these images that I have salt bee, I have an earthworm and I have watermelon picture. और अभी आपको बताता हूँ कि how I'm going to relate all these images with the topic that we are going to study today. We are going to talk about osmosis. So once you're done with watching that video of diffusion and multiple choice questions of diffusion, now we're going to talk about a very specialized type of diffusion, which is osmosis. Remember, while we were talking about diffusion, I was focusing and emphasizing on one thing, that while we're talking about diffusion, we're talking about the movement of solutes. So what about solvents? Most of the time, we have water as a solvent in living systems. And when water moves from one place to another place, there is a logic behind, and we are going to discuss the logic behind movement of water across the membranes in this video. So, first things first, we need to talk about the basic definition of osmosis. कि osmosis होती क्या है? It is a specialized type of diffusion of water molecules. Solvent की diffusion की बात हो रही है. And water moves from a region of a higher water potential to a region of a lower water potential. Remember, notice that we are not saying concentration. We are not saying dilute. We are not saying hypertonic. We are not saying concentrated. We are saying this particular word, water potential. So first we need to, and then yes, obviously we need a semi-permeable membrane while we are talking about osmosis. So first things first, we need to talk about water potential. What is water potential? So let me give you a simple example. Consider we have two reservoirs of water. This is reservoir A and this is reservoir B, and we have connected them with a tap and a pipe, and if I have filled this reservoir A with this much of water and B with this much of water, what happens if I open this tap? Almost every one of you is going to answer that water will start moving from reservoir A to reservoir B. Is that true? Almost everyone says that water will move from here to here up till that particular stage when the level is equalized in both chambers. So how were you able to answer this question correctly? Because it was a common sense and you had an experience that water always moves from an area of higher concentration, higher water potential, higher volume of water to the lower volume of water. So now we are going to relate it with the concept of osmosis. Now, another thing. If I ask you, I'm not going into hardcore chemistry concepts. If I ask you to make a 10% of sodium chloride solution, consider if we take 10 grams of salt and then we raise the volume of water up to 100 ml. So consider if we have put 90 ml of water, we have 10% solution. And then I ask you to make another solution which includes 5 grams of salt and 95 ml of water. So we have a solution A and a solution B. One is 10% sodium chloride and the other one is 5% sodium chloride solution. So if I ask you to take this 10% of sodium chloride solution, 100 ml in a beaker, and if I ask you to manage it in such a way कि आपकी इसकी जो concentration है, it remains half. अगर आप इसको 10% से 5% में convert करना चाहते हैं, तो आप क्या करेंगे? आप इसके अंदर उतना ही पानी डाल देंगे जितना ये solution है. So if we have this 100 ml of solution, if you add 100 ml of water in it, it will not remain 10%, it will become a 5% solution. That means if you want to reduce the concentration, you have to add water. अब इसी को जरा यहाँ पर ले आते हैं. If now I'm putting that 100 ml into a frying pan and I'm adding fire below it, ठीक है, मैं इसके नीचे आग लगाता हूँ and this water starts evaporating, what are you expecting? If 50 ml of water is evaporated, क्या ये solution 10% ही रहा? No. अगर आधा पानी उड़ जाएगा तो ये solution concentrated हो जाएगा, because salt तो evaporate नहीं हो रहा, लेकिन इसमें से पानी निकलता जा रहा है. और अगर मैं सारे का सारा पानी इसमें से evaporate कर दूं, तो I'm left, everything that I'm left with in this frying pan is just salt, right? इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि relative concentration of water is something which is very important, right? अगर हमारे पास relative concentration of water बढ़ जाए या घट जाए तो हमारे पास solution की power पर effect आ जाता है. Remember one thing, that water is only attracted by either solutes, or water is attracted by, or water is pushed by the atmospheric pressure or by the artificial pressure. पानी को अगर आप मेम्ब्रेन के दूसरी तरफ मूव करवाना चाहते हो तो पहली चीज आपको ये करनी होगी कि मेम्ब्रेन की दूसरी तरफ यू नीड टू ऐड अ कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड सॉल्यूशन. You need to add more salt on the other hand side. So water will follow that salt. Or if you want to push water on the other side of the membrane and you don't want to use salt, then all what you have to do is to apply pressure on the side जिस तरफ से आप उसको push out करना चाहते हो. या pressure apply करोगे या दूसरी तरफ salt रखोगे, पानी फिर ही move करेगा. Because these two things, they influence the water potential. Right? So, now let's take this U-tube example. I always say this is a U-tube example because this tube is a U-shaped thing. We have this side A and this side B, and these two chambers are connected to each other but separated by a semi-permeable membrane. You can say partially permeable, semi-permeable membrane. ये सब की सब membrane है. This membrane can allow water molecules to pass through it, but this membrane is going to restrict salt जो वो उसको पास नहीं होने देगी. If we are adding equal volumes, 100 ml of 10% solution here and 100 ml of 5% solution here, then what are we expecting? Salt won't be able to move. Although salt चाहेगा कि वो अपने आप को equally distribute कर ले, but it won't be possible for salt to distribute itself on these both parts, right? Salt तो गुजर नहीं सकता. So क्या होगा? Water को ये balancing करनी पड़ेगी. अब देखो कि पानी ज्यादा कहाँ है. यहाँ we have 95 ml of water and यहाँ we have just 90 ml of water. So पानी ज्यादा कहाँ है? Definitely पानी ज्यादा यहाँ पर है. So water will start moving from this direction to this direction. So you will observe कि पानी यहाँ से नीचे जा रहा है और पानी यहाँ से ऊपर जाना शुरू हो गया है. So this is osmosis. This is osmosis. अब इसकी कुछ एग्जांपल्स लेते हैं. तुमने शायद कभी ये ऑब्जर्व किया हो कि कुछ बच्चे अर्थवर्म के ऊपर सॉल्ट स्प्रिंकल कर देते हैं. अर्थवर्म के ऊपर केंचुए पे वो नमक डाल देते हैं. ये घुलना शुरू हो जाता है और मरना शुरू हो जाता है बिकॉज इसकी बॉडी पे लाइव सेल्स मौजूद हैं एंड व्हेन यू पुट सॉल्ट ऑन इट ये अपना वाटर लूज करना शुरू कर देते हैं. शायद तुमने कभी वाटरमेलन खाया हो, शायद नहीं, डेफिनेटली तुमने वाटरमेलन जरूर खाया होगा. तो जब तुम वाटरमेलन खाते हो, अगर तुम इसके ऊपर सॉल्ट स्प्रिंकल कर दो तो इट स्टार्ट्स लूजिंग इट्स वाटर. और अगर सॉल्ट स्प्रिंकल नहीं करते हो तो वो पानी लूज नहीं करेगा. और उर्दू में एक चीज बोली जाती है जख्मों पर नमक छिड़कना. तो ये भी इट इज ऑल्सो रिलेटेड टू ऑस्मोसिस. एक्चुअली वी हैव डेड सेल्स ऑन आवर स्किन बट वी डू हैव लाइव सेल्स इन आवर आईज एंड इन आवर जेनिटेलिया. एंड इफ देयर इज अ खुदा ना खास्ता कोई कट लग जाता है कहीं या कोई वाउंड आ जाता है तो वहां पे वी हैव लाइव सेल्स व्हाइल आवर स्किन इज हीलिंग. अगर आप नमक जैसी कोई चीज वहां पर लगाते हो इट स्टार्ट्स हर्टिंग बिकॉज आवर लिविंग सेल्स दे स्टार्ट लूजिंग देयर वाटर. So this was all about osmosis. Now what you need to do is to switch to the video of multiple choice questions of osmosis which is right below in this playlist, in this video. इसको अच्छी तरह से देखो और ऑस्मोसिस के कॉन्सेप्ट्स को 100% प्रिपेयर करो. अपना बहुत ख्याल रखो. स्लेट को सब्सक्राइब करो, अपने दोस्तों से भी सब्सक्राइब कराओ, एजुकेशन की चीज़ों को भी सब्सक्राइब कर लिया करो. गुड बाय.